Unscripted, unshackled, uncouth.
What you're about to hear is for more mature audiences only.
It's Miguel and Holly, Uncensored.
Hello, we are here. What's wrong, Holly?
That sounds really bad.
What sounds bad?
The whole thing. Sorry. It does. It sounds like all garbled.
Hold on. I'm going to restart you.
Yes, thank you.
And as I'm doing that, producer Kelbin, tell everybody where they can find all of our podcasts.
On any streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Music, or on the iHeartRadio app. All for free until we make it real big, and then we're going to start charging some real money. No?
Sorry, I was just trying to... Listen, I'm playing engineer over here, so I'm trying to get everything all worked out.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
What did you say, Kelbin?
I said it's free for now.
The podcast? Oh, for now? Girl, this is radio. We don't offer anything for money.
Some subscription money.
Listen, if we get fired, that's when you...
Yeah, that's...
how does it sound now, Holly?
Still bad, but we're just going to push on. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fine. You watching right now on Facebook and YouTube, how does it sound coming out on your end? Let us know in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
As we're trying to figure out the technical difficulties of things. And then we'll get into what happened at the wedding that producer Kelbin went to. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'm not sure, Holly. I don't know.
I wish I could give you an example, but it's fine. We're not going to worry about it.
All right. Producer Kelbin.
Yes.
You have been in Miami for the past week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
At your college roommate's wedding where you were a groomsman.
Yes.
Walk us through the weekend. What happened?
All right. Thursday, I arrived very early, hung out with friends, caught up with them, went to Oscar's family's house. Friday really was the first event for the wedding. And so we had to drive all the way to Miami Beach for a rehearsal dinner. And I've never been to one before. And so I'm out here trying to plan with friends. Okay, when I'm done with the rehearsal wedding, we're going to go out. We're going to party and have fun. And so the wedding rehearsal starts at 8. I had pizza that did not upset my stomach.
Oh.
Shout out to Editor Pizza.
Okay.
Super good, super healthy. Not really.
Not healthy.
The
Just didn't make you blow up.
Yes. And then what else happened? We did the wedding rehearsals. He got us these Pit Viper glasses.
Yeah.
It's those really D-bag sort of looking glasses.
I was going to say the only thing that came to mind is those are douchey glasses.
Yes.
And I know they're probably having a moment. I get it.
Yep.
I didn't know they were. When I saw the picture of the groom walking in with his bride wearing those, I was like, they are going to severely regret this decision in 10 years.
She was not about it when so right when it was half Jewish wedding, so he does the stomping of the glass.
Okay.
And so he kept requesting I want all the boys to wear them right where I'm about to stomp on the glass. And she was like, no, I don't want that. No. And he kept pushing it. And so we were in the room right before we were about to go out. And she was just fine, whatever. And we were oh, okay. So then we went and grabbed our glasses.
Those are what they... So if you're... obviously, if you're listening, you can't hear this. But if you're watching, I have an example. Because that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, those definitely are. Because I know I get my sunglasses from blender.com.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep pushing these types of glasses. And I'm like, I don't care how much you push. Miguel Fuller is not walking around in these sunglasses.
And I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to call anybody a douche that's wearing them. They just look douchey.
Yeah,
Right.
they are.
They you know that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's
But you know what? It's one of those things that
it's a moment.
Well,
it's a moment.
But it's a moment that I don't get. I still now don't get the sort of 80s porn stash that we're rocking or the mullets. I do not get the Morgan Wallen mullets. Muggets.
He brought it back. My person's brother-in-law has one of those porn stashes. And he's just the most laid back, hippie dude. And every time I see it, I'm like, okay, we're still going with that. All right. I mean, he's a really good looking guy, but I'm also sometime that's maybe that'll morph into something else. Where it's just things are having a moment that they're weird to me, especially those guys. Kelbin, I looked at your pictures, which were beautiful. And legit, when I saw the groom wearing these glasses, walking in with his bride, I was like, oh no. But then I saw you all wearing them and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll remember not to say anything. But then I was like, I'm going to say something.
No, say it.
Well,
say it.
it's one of those things that, you know, that's what Abe and I always talk about when we were building our house in St. Pete, about like what right now is really cool that in 10, 15 years, we're going to be like, fuck, why did we do that with our house? Damn it. Oh, Prince.
Kelvin. Oh,
I mean, listen,
they
I
are
feel like
something.
sometimes you just gotta like just lean into it for a little bit. And you know
That's
what?
what I did, because these are
You
not my
do.
aesthetic.
Right. And you know
Yeah.
what? For their wedding, like, even if in 10, 5, 2, 6 months, they're like, well, that was a look. But you know what?
Right.
That was a time.
Yeah.
And in that moment, that's what they were into. So your
Yes.
wedding isn't supposed to be, well, in 20 years, it's supposed to be, it still looks good. You're supposed
Right.
to be like, that was a sliver of time where
Correct.
we really wanted to wear those. That was
Yeah.
in fashion. And so we did it. And now we
Yeah.
have the pictures and videos that last for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's like when you see, like, for my generation anyway, when you would see, once we made it to the early 2000s, the brides from the 80s with huge, like, you know,
Oh, the
teased up,
teased up
ratted hair.
Oh, God, how
Mhm.
funny.
And like those like crown type things and those gigantic sleeves on the dresses. That was a moment. Like that was
Mhm.
what was it. And so you see that. And then later you're like, wow, that sure was a look. But it was the look, you know?
Well,
It
that's
was-
sort
that
of
was
like,
it.
I feel like, especially in the spring when Euphoria was on, and like everyone wanted to have that sort of euphoria, like with the stuff on the eyebrows. Like, didn't you
The
would
glitter.
the glitter? Yeah, like
Yes.
Kelbin, you did that one time too.
Yeah.
But like you go through phases of stuff where it's like this,
Mhm.
well, this, like right now, I am severely stuck in my like chubbies 90s fun shirts. And so like this is a look. And so in 5 years, I'm gonna be like, damn, you really were like
You
pushing
love
that 90s agenda, girl.
Yes. Them blue and pinks.
Yes, honey, I am all about them bright colors. Whereas
I am
5
still
years
pandemic chic. Are you kidding? Like, what do we? I
Atta girl.
really love that pandemic look, and I hung on to it.
yeah, I feel like Holly, that ain't never coming off your body. Like you will be in 2050. We'll be doing a reunion
Comfy.
podcast, and Holly will be like, still rocking the second pandemic we went through look from the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah, like when the next pandemic hits, I'm gonna be like, oh, good, I still got my same clothes.
All right,
Yeah.
so you got all these things. So what all did you get in the groomsmen package, Kelbin?
So the next day, day of the wedding, we end up getting cufflinks, and he personalized them for each one of us. So some of us were in a band. Another groomsman was a huge Star Wars nerd, so he got him like little, I don't know what to call them. I've never seen Star Wars. But I got little microphones, and they were so
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah. And we got ties, so we were all matching with ties. And then we also got some flasks as well with our initials on them.
Hmm. And so he gave you that morning of the wedding.
Correct.
All right, so hold on, but let's back up though.
Okay.
So you were trying to make plans for after the rehearsal dinner.
Correct.
So take us through, where was the rehearsal dinner? What
Mhm.
happened and how long did it last? And how are your plans dashed?
Yeah. Well, it ended up being about 2 hours or so, which is pretty good on time. I thought we were going to be there for 3. Rehearsal was literally 10 minutes. It was super quick. And then so we stuck around. We got to know a little bit of the rest of the party, had some food. And by the end of it, Oscar's extremely exhausted. I'm the one that's down to go to like the Gathering or like Nathan's Bar or Twist in Miami Beach, all famous gay bars. And so he was not about it. And so I was like, okay, fine. So I kind of take the L. We're on our way back home. And then our friend texts us. She had just passed her final exam for nursing school. And she's like, we're at Tap 42. Come over. It's in Midtown Miami. And she was like, come on, have a drink with us, blah, 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 blah. We have a friend that has a boyfriend who lives in Gainesville. And he's just so attractive. He's a 6'4" DNA genetics PhD student who is just like the sweetest human being ever. And so I think a few months ago, he said that if he was gay, he would go for Oscar. And so I got like drunk jealous and I was like, how dare you? Why not me? And I told my friend, hey, I'm with Oscar. He's really tired. And so I hear him in the background. He's like, what? Oscar's not coming? And so I go and tell Oscar, and Oscar's like, fine, we can go for one drink. And I was like, you little hussy. And so finally we were able to go and have just one drink with our friends, and we just caught up, celebrating my friend for passing her exam. And that's what we did. That was like our night out of
It was
that wedding
one
rehearsal.
drink.
Yeah, it really was. Oscar got a really shitty margarita because he likes them frozen for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
I know.
no.
Frozen
It's a
margarita.
toss-up. Sometimes they're really good, but it's rare.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a 1 in a million chance of getting a good frozen one.
I was on like my 10th Prosecco.
Oh,
That was good.
girl. So what time did you end up going to bed the night before the wedding?
The night. So that was Friday.
Mhm.
So we didn't go out. Saturday night we didn't go out. We just had dinner and we went out on the town.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I keep thinking the
Yeah.
wedding was Saturday.
Wedding
It
was
was Sunday.
Yeah, wedding was Sunday.
That's right. So what did you do on Saturday?
Beach day. So they
Okay.
had catered Cuban food and they set up like a little canopy on the beach. The water was freezing, but it was fine. I got a little tan. That was all good. And then at night we had dinner plans with our friends, some bougie steakhouse restaurant. Not super bougie, but mid bougie. And that's it. We were both also very tired, like extremely tired, and we just weren't gonna go out. We weren't gonna risk partying it up and being hungover the next day.
Mm.
And so we
That's
went to bed like
tricky.
at 12 or something. I was pretty well behaved.
Oh,
The
that's
next
good.
morning I was a hot mess.
Why?
I had nothing ready. And so he was like, get there at 11. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you don't need me at 12 or maybe 1? He's like, no, 11. And I was like, okay. And so I was scrambling. I was the first one there. You would have been proud. Would have been proud.
Wait, so you were the gay Hispanic in this groomsmen party, and you out of what, there were other straight white boys,
Yes.
and you were the first one there.
Yes. But the reason why is because the other boys were helping set up the wedding, and then the other boys were at Publix getting us pub subs.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
they
really
had
have
tasks.
I didn't have jobs.
They had tasks.
nobody
They're
asked
like,
me.
if you could just show up. No, they didn't want to. They didn't want to ask you because they knew, they're like, if you could just show up on time, that's your job.
Yeah.
I mean, these bitches are out here. They're like, hey, we dug the pitches for the tent for the wedding. Kelvin's like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a shower in time
Yeah.
to get there by 11.
but I was
You
there-
did your job.
Yes. I was trying to be super helpful, knowing all the facts. By the time I got there, I was like, oh, wait, I'm the only one here, which means everybody else is working super hard. So Dan was the first one to come in. That Dan's my college roommate. And so I was like, what do you need? I got you. I'll help you. I knew where all his things were. I set him up. I organized him. I got him a drink. I was ironing his stuff. So I was being as helpful as I could before the wedding.
Good.
Yeah.
You did great.
All the
Wow.
boys showed up sweaty. They got into an argument with the pub sub lady because we ordered like 10 sandwiches and they were all super
Oh.
stressed. And I was like, what can I help with?
You're like, I'm here
I'm
for moral
here.
support.
Fucking
Yeah.
floats in. He's like, oh, hi, I'm freshly showered. Got my eye cream on.
Mhm.
What do y'all need help with?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
So you do that. And then what time was the actual wedding?
The wedding was, I believe, we had to be there at 4:30. We had to leave the hotel at 3:30. And
Okay.
so I thought, okay, for first looks, 3:00. We didn't get ready. Well, we thought we were going to get ready at 2. That was or at 3, and that was a lie. We had to get ready at 1:45.
Oh.
You got to
Yeah.
get ready because you don't want to be getting ready and like some snafu happens and then now you're up against the clock.
Correct. And so we all started scattering and started getting ready super quickly. And then they did their first looks at like 2:45. Yeah, correct. And then we had to leave immediately at 3:30, make it to the ceremony.
Mm. And so did they have you all standing up there the entire time throughout the ceremony, or how did it work?
Yes. We went around, we got our little like flower pins, and we were just walking around waiting for everybody. And then finally it was time to set up. Everybody was seated. We walked. The ceremony was very short.
Oh.
So my knees were good.
Mm.
And then it wasn't until we were done, they were taking their photos, of course, with the venue before it became the dance floor. And right behind the venue, there's another little, like, I don't know what to call it, like a hallway, I guess, on the penthouse. And the sun was going down. So it looked beautiful. We were all taking
Mm.
photos. And when all the boys took a photo all together, we took a serious one, a smiling one. And then they were like, okay, do a fun one. And of course, these straight boys don't know what they're doing. They're just like goofy. I'm the only one who bends down to, like, do a little squat and rip. Goes
Oh,
my
God.
pants.
Oh my God. Oh, God.
You ripped your pants.
I ripped it so bad.
Split your britches. That is a Miguel
Split
Fuller
it.
move right there.
Yes, it is. But usually mine would happen on the dance floor
Yeah.
towards the end of the night. Yours is only just
No.
after the ceremony. And y'all still haven't walked in and done like your intros and stuff.
Correct.
So what did you do?
So luckily, I had an extra pair of pants.
Lucky.
I know. Thank
How'd
God.
you have an extra pair?
Well, because the first ones they sent me, they look like parachute pants. And I was like, I can't. Give me my slim fits. And so
Yeah.
the slim fits did me dirty.
Mm.
Yeah,
And so I
well.
had the poofy pants on the whole night.
But I bet
Thank
you can,
God for those poofy pants.
Yes.
right? You could probably move around a little bit more comfortably in the poofy pants.
I could. Just a little bit.
Little, I got that junk in
Wow.
the trunk
I
that
look
said,
like-
not today on the Slim Fit.
I look like fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
So how was the actual reception?
The reception was cool. The food was amazing. Oh my God. We had steak, lobster, and risotto, and it was so good. And the aesthetics were so
Ooh.
cute too. It was like disco vibes with palm trees, and so it was very Miami disco balls. There was bubble guns everywhere. It was really cute. I'm probably describing it in such a like layman's term kind of way, but it was so cute. Probably gonna post up a video later today.
That's so
That's awesome.
awesome.
That's good.
You've
Yeah.
had some great weddings in the last month.
Yes, it's been really fun.
Wow.
Do you have any more coming up?
No,
No.
nobody get married anymore.
The
No
wedding
more
run has come
bachelor
to its
parties. I'm done.
No,
Yeah.
They're
you're
so
next.
expensive.
You're next.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Abe and I just found out we have 2 weddings in October. This year. We have some friends that are actually here in Charlotte, and then I'm so excited. His brother and his girlfriend are getting married in October, and I'm so
Aw.
excited.
Okay, Auntie, like what voice just popped out of you?
I'm like, whatever help y'all need, I'm here. I know you don't want it, but just know I'm here.
I love a wedding. I love a wedding.
Me too.
And these two, like, I'm just so excited for them because, like, throughout our entire process of dating, because, like, they started dating Abe's younger brother and his girlfriend around the same time we did. And so our relationships have sort of just been in tandem, but they're, like, you know, a lot younger than we are. And so they waited till they graduated, they got established, and now they're both living in New York and doing their things. And so they just picked a venue. And so I'm just, like, so excited for them.
When is theirs?
It is I hope I'm not scrolling any.
No, don't have to do the date, but like when is it? This year or next year?
No, it's this year. And
Oh,
towards
that's
the end of
also
this year.
the October
They're
one.
not going to
Okay.
ask you to do anything.
Huh?
They're not going to ask you to do anything.
I don't know. I mean, whatever they need, like,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, whatever. I'm like the administrative, like if they need like someone to put stamps on envelopes or something, like I'm not, you know,
I feel like us radio people get used for speaking or DJing or whatever
Or
the
if
fuck
we're not
when it comes
asked,
to
we'll
weddings.
just do it, bitch. Because that's what I did.
Correct.
I'd be like, you need me
Brother's
to
wedding.
corral people together.
I
like,
was so
whatever you
angry
need.
about his DJ that I was like, you know what? I can do this. Let handle the mic. I'm a professional. Like they
Yes.
are not.
Right.
But I'm like, the homeboy's been in the bathroom for 20 minutes. I don't know what's going on, but we need to announce some stuff.
Right. Well, that's
So anyway,
why
yes.
for our wedding, I hired a radio friend to like MC the reception, both parts of it, because I
Yeah.
know that a radio person knows timing, that they're
We
gonna
get
be
shit done.
exactly. And you're like, all right, this is done. Boom, 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 boom. Not just some
Yeah.
willy
Hit the
nilly
post.
person. Exactly.
Hit the post.
Hit the post,
I really hate
girl.
when people are like, I'm sorry, but like a DJ really does make or break your wedding. And people, I think, don't
Yes.
realize how critical it is to have a master of ceremonies.
Yes.
Like
yes.
I would say probably after my wedding, like the biggest things that you should not skimp on is a photographer, and if you want a videographer, and a DJ. Like if you want to like save some money and like have it in someone's backyard or like a community
Yeah.
center or wherever,
Have like a friend bake the cake if they're like
Yeah.
kind of like a amateur, like a home baker, and they're like, I'd love to
Absolutely.
do
Yeah.
it.
absolutely do that. But I would say absolutely when it comes to photography, because you want those pictures to be on point, because you miss so much of the wedding that happens outside of what you're doing. You
Yeah.
want a good photographer, videographer, and you want a good DJ / master of ceremonies. You want that.
100% agree. I have a friend who got a Groupon for a photographer. and you could tell. Like
Yeah.
I'm
I will
not
do it.
even a photographer, but like you can always tell a good picture when you see them. I'm like, this person just pointed and shot. Like I could have done better with an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see what's going on in this damn picture. Like you
Mhm.
have to get good photos and you need to have a good time. And maybe some people don't
Period.
care about having a good time. Which sounds stupid, but I almost feel like some people are like, well, we did the thing.
Right.
Whatever happens at the reception, like we're feeding you and there's some music, so I don't care. And maybe that's you. And
Right.
I would just assume like you want to have a good time and you want other people to have a good time because it's for both. Like the reception is kind of for other people. Like you want them to have a good time.
Absolutely.
I'm bummed the videographer left early. I thought videographers stay for the whole freaking night, but I guess they
I
don't.
think you have to pay extra if you want them to stay for the whole
I
last time.
guess.
Yeah.
I did my Anaconda performance and the background was beautiful. The crowd was loving it. A bunch of white people were like, oh my God, what are you rapping?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And they lived for it. They ate it up right out of my hands. And
Yes.
no video for it. Just an iPhone
Oh
video.
no.
Just an iPhone video of like one corner. And like
Yeah.
my sweaty back showing. But
Well.
it's there.
Yeah,
I'll
you got to
post it
pay
one
extra
day.
for that. It costs a lot.
It does. They're like, I'm not trying to go through hours of footage of you singing Anaconda. Sorry.
So Holly, I have to leave at like 11:05.
But just give it 10 minutes. It's 10:50 right now. Say we're going to wrap up in 10 minutes.
So what I'm saying, I want to give space to talk about your friend. Do you want to wait till next podcast where we have more time, or what would you like to do? I just want to make sure that we give it its due justice.
No, that's fine. I mean, we can wait because honestly, like I don't want to end on like a sad, you know. I don't want to do that. And then it'll give me some time to collect myself.
Right.
I mean, just at like a little teaser preview. Like my friend passed away today.
Mhm.
And so my college roommate, my sorority sister, she passed away. So I haven't really had a chance to kind of like gather all my thoughts. I think I did okay on the air today because we did talk about it on the air.
Yeah,
you did. And I think that was okay. But yeah, I'll put some thoughts together. It's just a lot to
Absolutely.
process. So we don't have to get into all of that today.
Yeah, sometimes it takes time just to really to just because you just found out this morning, so you gotta
like during
have
the
some
show.
time to like.
And what's weird, like I was getting ready because I knew yesterday that she only had a few days. But then when I was getting ready for work this morning and making my coffee and stuff at home, I was like, I haven't heard from John, her husband. I'm saying his name, but that's fine. We know who it is. Now all my friends do. So I was like, I hadn't heard from John, so I mean, she's still hanging in there. But then it was like probably 6 or 7 in the 7 o'clock hour, 6 o'clock hour. I got a message. And so I was like, it just really hit me. I had to cry about it, but let me just process.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the crazy things about this job is that, and we've said this before in the podcast, but I just feel like I want to commend you because it's not always easy to come in here and to get news like that. And then I'm like, hey, I know you're crying, Holly. You're sobbing. But do you have your teas ready for
What's
7
trending?
a.m. for what's trending in the Oscar nominations?
I'm like, we're talking about the snubs. And also like what's the general stuff. And like 7 a.m. starts, and I'm like, okay, let's talk about the Oscars.
Don't forget, we got the home game.
Right.
Queen City
The home game was
Confessions.
a little rough. Not paying attention during the home game. I don't even know what was hummed. I was
That's all right.
a little oddly focused, and like so. When my mom, there's like I have an update on my mom, so we'll just do Holly's bad news Patty update. I will come in with something to end it that has a good. I'll have some good news to end it with. I promise you.
Okay.
I love it. And two, before we close out, I was telling Kelbin, I think we should, Holly, refresh this since the last time we did it was like in 2016. Do our origin stories where like we take a podcast, like for me, for you, for Kelbin, and you just sort of explain who you are, to sort of reintroduce ourselves.
That is a good freaking idea.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because we have so many new Charlotte fan members that are discovering the podcast, and those are like from way, way long ago. Why not take a podcast, and maybe we'll do that at the beginning of February, which is next week. And we'll,
go.
no, next week.
Groundhog's Day is coming up, though. We all know what that means.
I'm the president of Groundhog's Day.
Wait.
Because y'all done took everything else.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's me.
Are you fucking kidding me? Because I can't have anything. I can't have anything. You're not going to give me St. Patrick's Day, O'Connor. So, Jesus.
I thought you can have it. I just have a good story.
Of course you motherfucking do. Go ahead.
So y'all come up with something for him right now.
Oh, no, I know. Okay, listen.
I'm not having July 4th.
You can't, because that's Abe's birthday.
That's
So.
Fuck this.
No. So here's the thing. You get to battle it out as the president of Christmas with Holly every year. That's the thing. That's what her and Scott used to do. I always forget what competition we do, but we do something where y'all have to.
I don't even know what it was.
I don't remember. We did it for like 2 years. There's a competition. You battle it out to see who's the president of Christmas every year.
I get a competition.
I
don't even get
I'm willing to even you know what? Because I automatically get New Year's. I will step aside and let you have Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be the vice president though. I get to help you, celebrate.
President.
You get President's Day. President's Day.
Hey,
Kelbin.
founding fathers. What about Arbor Day? That's nice. That's nice. What about Cinco de Mayo?
Oh, yes!
That's racist!
Yes.
That's racist.
It's not racist. I have St. Patrick's Day. You have Cinco de Mayo.
I'm not Mexican.
That's fine.
But you know Mexicans, so
you know Mexicans.
You love tacos.
And most other people didn't know that. Is there a Nicaraguan holiday? Is there? Because you can have that one.
Yeah. No.
No, okay.
You get Cinco de Mayo, bitch. That's it.
Fault.
Exactly. You get Cinco de Mayo. Well, people would just assume it would be me because my name is Miguel. So I get Black History Month and Martin Luther King
Black
Day.
History Month, MLK, Juneteenth. I'm sorry,
Right?
you get that
I get
either.
Juneteenth. You want Juneteenth? You can be the president of Juneteenth.
It's by my
No.
birthday. I wouldn't buy. Sure.
Right. Since you're so mad, you get President's Day, Juneteenth, and Cinco de Mayo.
I feel like, Miguel, you're going to say something at Juneteenth that is not going to be nice. You going to say something?
Ooh, I'm not. All right. My stomach hurts. I got to go. I still got one thing to do before this meeting. All right. I have to actually go to a physical location. All right, Holly, what's your social media? People can follow you.
Could maybe have a Memorial Day or Labor Day. All right, my social media. Veterans Day. Oh, that's a sad one. All right, listen. How about it's Radio Holly at TikTok and Twitter and Instagram?
Wait. She said, what about Easter? Easter! Mardi Gras? Les bon temps roulés?
Yes, you get Mardi Gras.
You know what? I'm not mad at that, actually.
Okay. Wait, how do you pronounce your name?
Canestraro. Listen, you get some really good party holidays. Everyone loves Mardi Gras. Everyone loves Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves a Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, they do.
And a Memorial Day weekend. Like, you're
got it.
Party!
Yes! Where can people follow you, Kelbin?
At Kelbin Live. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.
Mine is Miguel Fuller. Bye.
Miguel and Holly Uncensored.
Catch it on the iHeartRadio app or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Come on, Cinco de Mayo, girl. Yeah.